Good evening, YouTube. It's your main man, Johnny J, here with another Front Side Post beer review. And tonight, I like to do a throwback. By throwback, I mean I should have done this maybe a few weeks ago. But, you know, now is the time, now is the time, now is the time. So I like to do one that Steve brought by. And I've been doing Belgian beers almost exclusively, maybe one Czech beer. And this it's kind of been hard for me to get around to doing this one because this is one that I've drank so much, but not in this rendition. This is the Guinness Special Export. Now, when I lived in El Paso, Texas, I used to go to this bar called Shamrocks and order up a Guinness. I don't know if it was a special X, but it was a Guinness in a pint glass. And that was my Friday night beverage of choice. Now, I'm in Belgium, got my White Sox hat on, which is also something you will never hardly see me do, is wear a White Sox hat. I just like this. So this is a pretty cool White Sox hat. Go Sox. But I got the Guinness Special Export. This is something that I see a lot in Belgium stores, and I've been really interested from a guy that grew up in Chicago that drank a lot of Guinness. Saw this beer a whole lot, so this is brewed at St. James Gate in Dublin. And it is an 8.5% on the ABV. Let me make sure that that's correct. 8% on the ABV. Unbelievable. I thought Guinness was always like a 5 at best, but this is the special export. So thank you, Steve, once again. And I'm gonna see what I'm gonna get on this one. I've let this one chill for a few days, so let's see what we got. Ooh. Drifting smoke. Very special, very nice. Ooh, still oozing out just a little bit. Beautiful on the smoke. Let's get the pre-nose. That's weird. I guess it's a special export, and it is the European version of Guinness, the strictly European version, not the one that's been handed down from Ireland to the U.S., filtered through a system. This is an expert Guinness, not just an export, but an expert. As an Irish brew, it smells very colorful. It almost smells like a Belgian stout. Molasses, grainy chocolate flavor to it. Pour it into the Beatles glass here. See what we get. Now, with the Guinness pour, strange thing is I used to see bartenders pour the Guinness about this much, and with the regular Guinness can, you get that really heavy carbonation and that really heavy top head, and then you let it sit for a minute. Now, I'm not getting that right off the bat, and I'm kind of concerned because as a guy that drank a lot of Guinness, I want that, and I'm not getting it. Let's see what I can do about that. Straight on into the pint glass. We'll let it rise, rise, rise. Now I'm gonna stop here. That's the kind of head I was looking for. Getting that Guinness head there. I had to force my hand a little bit on the pouring, but I'm gonna let that ride a little bit. Please, when you pour Guinness, it's probably recommended that you pour it a quarter of the way full. It will foam up like this typically when you go a quarter of the way. It will give you a nice head, and you can pour it the rest of it after you get this much head on a quarter of the glass. So this is a little bit different. It's bottled, it's not from a tap. That makes a huge difference as well. Let me smell this one, put a nose on it. That molassesy thing. Guinness is typically a more bitter taste. It has a metallic smell. Sorry, a more bitter smell, a more metallic smell too. I'm not getting that from this one. I'm getting cinnamon. Lots of cinnamon and oatmeal, crispy oatmeal kind of vibe there. It's a little bit more artistic in its ventures. I'm gonna stick with, you know what? What the hell? I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna dive into this one. Cheers, front side post. It's a Guinness. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's brown sugar, oatmeal. It's all right. You know, nothing to write home about. If you're a Guinness drinker, this is definitely a great Guinness to have. It's like I said, I used to drink a lot of Guinness, and this is got the same characteristics: chocolatey, oatmeal, almost a grainy texture, creamy. This one has a banana-y quality to it that is interesting too. I think they're doing a few different things with this special export here. Try it again. Yeah, smooth. A tight little clove smell and taste, smoky, real burnt, very burnt and bitter taste. It's a wonderful Guinness. I haven't been drinking a whole lot of Guinness brews lately, so I'm not gonna say that I'm really the expert. Um, as far as Guinness, I do like to drink it at the pub versus out of bottle. But it is a great beer. I'm not gonna rate this one because it's up to you. You know, everybody has their way that they like to enjoy Guinness brew, and I can't, judge that for you. It is not an over the top outstanding brew, but it is something that is highly enjoyable. Once again, this is the Guinness Special Export, brewed in St. James, Dublin, in Ireland. Fantastic beer, tradition. This is one of their fine beers. This their take on the Guinness. It's a special export, so you know, got some special qualities to it. Maybe a little bit of a robust flavor, a little bit different than your regular Guinness. Um, Once again, thank you, Steve, for coming through in the clutch. It's your main man, Johnny J. It's another front side post beer review. And as always, keep it right, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I will see you tomorrow night.